What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my first set using the new Pokemon Jellicent, where I was able to go 5-0. We're at the halfway stage of the season now, so we've had an update. A few moves have been changed, some of them have been buffed, some of them have been nerfed. Certain Pokemon have got new moves, and we've also got a new Pokemon encounter in GBL, which is Frillish, and that evolves into Jellicent, which I'm going to be using today. It's a really good Pokemon. It's quite bulky, has a unique typing of Ghost and Water, has access to Hex and Bubble, which was recently nerfed, so I'm going to be running Hex. And then it's got Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and I think Bubble Beam. I'm not sure if it's got a fourth move or not. But yeah, I'm running Shadow Ball and Ice Beam on mine because I have no TMs, and that's what I got straight away. And luckily that's probably the moveset that you want to run, although Bubble Beam is definitely viable. But yeah, let's just go into the set right now. Alright, so into the first battle we lead into a Venusaur. We're lagging quite a lot, and they're already at a Frenzy Plant, so I think we're slightly behind them, which is not ideal. We lag a little bit there, so they get an extra move through. We throw the Ice Punch. We get a shield at least, and they're able to get to the Frenzy Plant before us. And at this point, there's no point shielding. We have a Skarmory, we can just farm them down. We don't have to shield anything. They actually go for a Sludge Bomb. Frenzy Plant is definitely the better move. Both of them are 4 times resisted by Skarmory. They throw a Rock Slide here. That was way too soon to be an Earthquake, so we don't even have to worry about shielding. We throw the Shadow Ball. Again, this was too soon to be an Earthquake. We are actually going to shield this time because otherwise we'll be at very minimal health and we have no idea what they have in the back. So here we throw the Ice Beam because we weren't sure if they were going to switch into the Venusaur. And then here we do an aggressive swap into Skarmory, and at this range, even though Stunfisk resists it, the Sky Attack is able to take them out. They come in with the Sableye. The Foul Play isn't going to KO us, but they're able to catch the Sky Attack on the Venusaur, and that was an amazing play because even though the Venusaur is at low health, we wouldn't have been able to farm it down. But luckily we're able to get to the Shadow Ball, and the Shadow Ball is enough to take out the Sableye, so that was a really close game. I'm not sure how much energy the Sableye had at that point, but we were able to take the game there. So GG's to my opponent. Into the next game, favourable lead this time. They switch into Defense Deoxys, so we come in with Jellicent. We're going to let this first one go through, even if it's a Thunderbolt. It's not really going to do too much damage. We go for the Shadow Ball, which they shield. And this time we are going to shield because the Thunderbolt probably nearly takes us out. And they do go for the Thunderbolt. So over farming a little bit, now we're going to go for the Shadow Ball. And we're going to let this one go through again because I think it was too soon to be a Thunderbolt. We're expecting the switch, but they're still able to catch the Shadow Ball. I should have just gone for the Ice Beam because Ice Beam would have KO'd the Deoxys at that range, I think. And then here we just have to get to 2 Thunder Punches. So there's the first one, and then 2 more counters. Here's the second one. And my opponent quits. Into the next game, we lead into a Dragonair. So they actually switch out, and now we're going to switch out into Skarmory. We know that they can have Thunder Punch, and this will do quite a lot because we're both Shadow. So yeah, it does a little bit over 50%, but these poison jabs are doing almost nothing to us. So at this point we could technically commit to double shielding and then farming them down, but we're just going to let it go through. We're going to bring the Hitmonchan back in, I think. Yeah, we do. And then we can shield once. And they switch into a Toxicroak, so here we're going to throw the charge move and then switch into Jellicent. And because they don't shield, that means we can just commit to Hex farming them down. This Mud Bomb isn't going to do an awful lot, but a second one will force us to shield because we don't want them to Dragon Breath us down. And now we have 100 energy. They bring in the Dragonair. We hit the Ice Beam. It does a huge chunk of damage and they leave the game. Into the next game, we lead Hitmonchan into Marowak, so this is not a good lead, and we can't really switch yet, but because they're not running Fire Spin, Skarmory is an alright switch. So we're just going to let this go through, and then we're going to switch into Skarmory. And they switch into Froslass, so they're running Double Ghost. We go for the Sky Attack, we get a shield. And a bit of lag there, but we get the Air Slash through. And now we should survive this Avalanche. And we just barely do, so we hit the Sky Attack. We had to undertap there, meaning that the energy wasn't quite there as the charge move finished, and we had to pause a little bit. But at this point we're in a good position, but they have a lot of energy. So this could be a Shadow Ball, so we're definitely going to shield up. And it is a Shadow Ball. And to be honest, this could be a Shadow Ball as well, so we're just going to double shield. It's the safest thing to do. And they come in with Marowak. We can get to a Shadow Ball here. And then they come in with Breloom, so that's quite a strange pick. And we're not sure which charge move to go for. We go for the Shadow Ball. Ice Beam would have been slightly better, but Breloom's so squishy that it doesn't really matter what you throw at it, it's going to take it out regardless. And then we're able to Hex the Froslass down. And into the last battle of this set, we lead Hitmonchan into Toxicroak. So not a great lead, but we're just going to switch into Skarmory. We have two counter swaps. And they bring in Defense Deoxys. So we're just going to go straight for the Brave Bird. We land it, and so they throw a charge move, and we're just going to let it go down. It is a Thunderbolt, and chances are Thunderbolt would have probably KO'd even if I didn't drop my defense there. So we're going to come in with Jellicent. This was too soon to be a Thunderbolt, but it's probably a Psycho Boost. And yeah, it is a Psycho Boost, but that's fine. And then they bring in Vigoroth. So we're going to go for the Ice Beam. And whilst our Hex is double resisted, so are their counters and so are their Body Slams. And then those two counters that we get in there after we switch to Hitmonchan are vital for this game. We throw the Thunder Punch. We get the first shield. and we're able to get to another Thunder Punch. And now we're going to shield this. It's only going to be a Mud Bomb, but chances are the Vigoroth isn't going to get to a Bulldoze. So that's going to be the most damage from a charge move that they can throw. And here we're able to throw the Ice Beam. And we're able to take out the Vigoroth. So there you have it, my first set with Jellicent, and I was able to go 5-0. So if you enjoyed today's video, if you found it informative, then leave a like, leave a comment letting me know. This is definitely more meta than most of the Pokemon I use, but it's brand new and I wanted to try something out that I've not tried out before. Unfortunately, I don't have any charged TMs, so I can't try any of the new moves on older Pokemon like Ninetales or Politoed or whatever, because I just don't have any charged TMs. So I wanted to still make a video on something new, so I just decided after I caught the Frillish that I'll just invest in it straight away, put some rare candies into it. I have like 500 rare candies just lying around not doing anything, so I just invested in it straight away. It's not got the best IVs, but who cares really, I can make another one if I want to at a later date. And yeah, it performed really well. That's probably no surprise because it is a really good Pokemon, but you know, now you can see how well it does before you decide whether you want to invest in it or not. And yeah, so I hope this helps you decide, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.